Welcome back to another episode of Late Night Lime. This is P, and that is 12 over there. How's it going?
Man, taking it easy, just chilling, man. Looking at the
Yeah,
weather.
listen, it was 30 degrees today, and it was so warm and nice.
Yeah,
I never thought I'd say something like that, but we've been dealing with minus and single digits for what, 3 weeks, it seemed like?
yeah, 3 weeks. I think it's because of snow on the ground. As the
Well,
snow
that
go down, it
ain't
get
going
cold.
nowhere. Like, it hasn't melted at all.
Yeah, as the sunset, that jump drop.
Yeah.
What's up, Gavin?
Yeah, as soon as the sun go down, it automatically just what's up, Gavin? Welcome
Yeah,
in. Welcome in. Make sure y'all hit that like button so more people can enjoy this show just like you are right now.
like and subscribe. So, what's on your mind, man? What's on your mind?
Well, it's been like I said, I definitely feel a lot better when it's warmer. My
Okay,
body feel better, the energy's better. These cold days had me down for a couple of days where you just come home, get in the house, you ain't even thinking about going back out.
try to sleep, right? Trying to go to sleep.
Man, it's so cold out there. It's like, man, no, I'm not going back out. So with this time, like I said, it's 30 right now and it feel warm. I could actually go outside with a t-shirt on. It's so warm right now.
Yeah, you learn to
35
appreciate the
seconds.
30s.
Huh?
They say you learn to appreciate the 30s, huh?
Listen, normally I get cold at 65 degrees,
Yeah.
but not this year. This weather is it's crazy. The groundhog did say that we had 6 weeks left. So hopefully, we got an early summer coming, early spring. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, which one you want to hop into? I seen some of those Super Bowl numbers coming out.
Yeah, from what they're saying, Bunny didn't beat Kendrick Lamar in the
Did not. You remember I
no,
was saying that on Tuesday when I was
but
like,
but
"Yo,
but it's not far. It's not. It's not. He
he-
actually is in third. I don't think he beat Michael Jackson either.
no, yo." So I was looking at the numbers, and we probably pull it up if you want to. But I was watching one of them where they said this is the first halftime show where half the people, I think they said it's like they got like 40 million views, and for the halftime show, they lost about half the viewership.
I don't believe that.
They were showing the numbers. They were
No,
showing the numbers.
because last year it was the opposite, right? Where now, okay. You know what? It was a close game. It was a close.
Because nowhere his
But
performance
here's
is better than
here's
Kendrick.
the thing though. At halftime, a lot of people don't that watch the game don't necessarily watch the halftime show.
Right, I agree.
Not like on
I
a
agree.
normal level. But the fans of whoever's performing normally who shows up to watch. Because if you're watching the game, that's when you're about to hit your beer run, you're about to hit the
Yep.
bathroom, you're about to get
Wins.
back to the game. And it was a very good game. So close game. It was, so I think a lot of fans was tuned in for the game. Now, I don't I'm not sure if I believe that. Because usually the halftime will usually have a little bump, the halftime show,
Yeah.
compared to the regular game. Because even at the halftime, everybody around the world is tuning in exactly for that. Because it did last year. It went up, I think it was 7% or something like that.
Yeah, because I was looking at it, I'm like, nowhere in hell that dude performed better than what you call it, Kendrick Lamar. And
It
nobody
wasn't
understood what
about
the hell he
being
was saying.
better, huh?
Huh?
It wasn't about being better, at least not for me.
Yeah, that
Because
shit was
at the end
fire.
of the day, VIP, VIP. I mean, I
Yeah,
want
you only learned that from TikTok.
I
Yeah.
don't know what exactly. I don't know the song. I've heard them before. I've heard a lot of those songs. Because half my department at one of my at my job is all Hispanic people. But he didn't really have to have a dominant performance as performing. the whole purpose was to get the demonstration out. Oh man, my shit zoomed in on me.
Yo,
I know, don't play with me. Don't play with me.
the camera zooming in and out. Yo, what I was saying with this, right?
Go ahead.
Bad Bunny, respect. You know what I'm saying? He doing his thing. I don't have anything.
Yeah, you do. You're a hater, bro. I can see the hate forming on your lips. I can see it. Look, you finna piss me off.
Yo, there's no way. It's like this. I've seen too much videos of people saying they didn't understand what the hell he's saying.
Nobody understood what he said. If you don't speak Spanish, you're not gonna understand.
I agree.
But I don't think you needed to understand to speak the language to realize what he was talking about. His was clearer than Kendrick's was.
What? Tell me what the message.
Let me tell you this. All the people last year that watched Kendrick didn't understand nothing he was saying neither.
What? And he had a...
Nobody understood what he was saying last year.
You trying to tell me they didn't understand, not like us.
No, the whole performance. Everybody, at least all the people, was like, what is he talking about? I can understand nothing he was saying. What is he talking about?
Lie.
I'm telling you. I've seen, dude, you know how many petitions were signed against him? Like people actually complained? There was a lot. It was over 1,000.
That don't make sense. So how not like us go number one and it's only... Yo, that don't make no sense.
Because the Super Bowl, and this is what we're talking about, right? The people that's buying the tickets are the people with moolah. They have money to spend. The true fans ain't at the Super Bowl. I'm a testament to tell you, when I went to see Kendrick Lamar over the summer, it was a sellout with Kendrick Lamar and SZA. It was a sellout, right? Now, I love Kendrick. I wasn't a huge SZA fan, but I know some of her stuff, right? Dude, the people with money buy up all the front row tickets. They buy up all because they got money to spend. But when you get to the concert, they don't even know the songs. They just want to say, yo, I'm at the concert. It's the same thing with the Super Bowl. It's the same thing where the people that's watching the game, like, look how much backlash this junk got, right? And some people are just tuning in for the first time this year. But at the end of the day, it's the NFL product. They could put on whatever they want. You don't have to watch.
Yeah, that junk is trash. I don't know. He ain't beat out Kendrick. He ain't beat out Snoop Dogg, Dr. Drake. He ain't beat out none of them people. So, granted, I guess his performance was great based on y'all. I don't know what. I couldn't understand nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you were supposed to learn how to speak Spanish, yo.
I know how to speak a little, but you know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. That's the best time to come on, man. You don't got to be closed-minded. You're a hater.
Yo, let me tell you, I was more happy to see Ricky Martin than him.
Come on.
I was more happy to see Ricky Martin than him.
I am not a Bad Bunny fan at all. At all. Like, and watching what I saw, I mean, it ain't happening every day. But I liked what I saw. I enjoyed it.
Tell me what you see. Tell me what you like about the show.
Like,
you can't tell me.
Well, you ain't giving me a chance to talk.
My bad. Go ahead.
It was a lot of things in there. It showed, like, for instance, being from the Caribbean, it showed the sugarcane fields, which in America, cotton was picked, but in the West Indies, in the Caribbean, it was sugarcane, it was cocoa. It showed the struggle of those people. It showed, like, for instance, when he gave the Grammy to the kid, I think that was supposed to be a young him. But family, the wedding, the coming together at the wedding, celebrating family, everybody together. Of course, there was some protests in there, you know, and we all know about what's going on with ICE in this country right now. And the orange man is winning. So this was a direct protest to him, too. You don't think so? Huh?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Huh?
I don't think so.
You don't think what?
So I was going to say, why I say I don't think so is, all right. Granted, all right, I give you those. Right? I give you those.
And there's other stuff too in there. But I like the celebration, the dancing. It's part of the Caribbean culture to have a good time. Come on, look how we grew up, right? As kids, we used to go out with our parents, and we up late, and you sleep. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't going home till they ready. Everybody out party. You at grandma's house till 3, 4 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. I like how. Listen, when I thought Bad Bunny was gonna perform, right? I thought he was just gonna stand on the stage and sing some songs. I swear to God, that's how I thought it was gonna be. Because that is what I've hated for years. A lot of these people just get on stage and just sing like they're at a concert. No, like there's 100 yards of football field, 120 yards of football field. Do something. Like if you're gonna protest, that is the biggest stage to protest on. You know what I'm saying?
Protest. I agree.
Why not do it there? And it was respectfully. Nobody got I thought it was done great.
Yeah, we've seen two different things. I won't say anything. I won't rain on y'all parade. Yeah, I think it was great.
I mean, like I said, I'm not a fan of Bad Bunny.
But I agree. I'm not saying
look at something and be like, you know what? I enjoyed that, and I did.
Yo, y'all could have. I think they could have got some. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because, but like I stick to the numbers, right?
Here's what's gonna happen too, right?
Stuttering.
Here's what's gonna happen, right? Even though he didn't beat Kendrick Lamar that night, this thing is on Apple Music. You can watch the video. That thing's gonna get 200 millions of streams because people can go watch it and rewatch it. Just because of the conversation we're having.
Guess who's beating him out?
Who?
Kid Rock. Trust me. My boy Kid Rock did the other halftime show.
6 million.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's views. Yeah, Kid Rock is number one. And that's the nail in the coffin right there because look, Bad Bunny had all the machines behind him.
He got 6 million views. That's probably just his fans. Compared to the 20 something million this dude got. I mean, I don't have a problem with him putting it on concert on. He got views. That's good for him.
But I was talking about on Apple. He the number one.
Dude, Apple don't care. Apple in for the money.
Exactly. That's
what I would be surprised if Apple didn't sponsor that too.
I feel you. I agree.
Yeah. It's about money.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think that's something you think more artists are gonna do?
Hell yeah. If they keep protesting like that or they keep coming up with these off-brand stuff, I think sometimes
Let me see if I could find that clip.
Which one is that?
The clip with is showing like from Super Bowl.
I think I got it here.
You got it?
I don't have the. Hold on, let me see if it's the right one. It's
the clip showing like.
Yeah. I got it.
And when you look at like some of the past performances, like you go back from the one with Warren Moon.
I have the top 5.
Top 5 what?
The top 5 Super Bowl performance numbers.
Nah, not that one. You could bring it up though. Let me see.
Yeah. Because I know when they told us those numbers, I'm like, that shit is inflated. Look, he ain't even make number 4.
No, he the numbers are there.
Well, no.
That's what I was telling you.
It was a couple days ago, they had him at number 1.
No, it was estimated.
That's what I'm saying. They estimated him at number 1 because they were trying to push that narrative.
They came in.
Yep, they came in and his numbers was whack. He did good though, but
how was that whack? That's 128 million.
boy, that boy can't meet Michael Jackson. Because when they said that, I was like, no way in hell he beat Michael Jackson. Usher selling out more tickets than him. He probably might be popular now. It's like this. Not against Bad Bunny. He put up numbers. If you can make 128 mil, whatever you doing, keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? But for them to turn around and tell me this was the best halftime show ever, I know they were lying to me. That's where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying?
I won't say I won't say it was the best halftime show ever.
Exactly. That's my point.
I've never said that. But what I'm saying is, me personally, I think it was good. I liked it.
So I differ. I didn't think it was good. But if it wasn't good and he put up these numbers, it's still good in that perspective.
Yeah, I mean, you're open and free to your own opinions.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I didn't think it was good, but I'm saying, if you could put up 128 mil, all props to you. But I didn't think the show was good. We could have went down to the little Caribbean club in the backyard and shoot a video and just run that junk up. You know what I'm saying? But
okay, hold up.
Let's see, because it says Madonna, 114 mil. Bruno Mars, 115 mil. Coldplay, Beyonce, 15 mil. I don't know how the hell he beat out Beyonce.
Hey, when you run this video, you might have to mute it for music.
This one right here?
Yeah, but this is basically from 91. You could play this one. This is actually Mickey Mouse 92.
Look at the people in the crowd.
Wasn't way too small to cash. Where I find a roadside motel, lay some money down to crash. I'm haggard, worn and wailing from the bottom of my restless heart.
Listen to the rhythm that's repeating in your heart.
That's the time.
Every day is a challenge. Every day we try. Life's got to
Patti LaBelle.
Patti LaBelle, yes, Patti LaBelle.
Diana Ross. Everybody needs somebody.
Blues Brothers.
Everybody needs somebody. I need you.
Sugar pie, honey bunch. You know that I love you. I can't help myself.
Looking back on was a little nappy-headed boy. That's right. Pins from every country,
face from every land. We'll celebrate the future. Hand in hand. We'll celebrate.
Britney. There you go.
Yeah.
Someone you could lend a hand in return for grace. It's a beautiful
This is a big song.
It was.
I'm going out tonight. I'm feeling alright.
I forgot how to do it.
I can't remember her name.
I remember this one, boy.
Oh yeah, I
glued
still
to
got
the
this on
TV.
tape. I still got it on VHS.
Beatles.
Yep.
This is the I forgot their name. Right? So Pete, That's when they started having the cameras that can move around the stadium.
Yeah.
So that's why they used to be stationary. Bruce Springsteen. Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed Peas.
Yep.
Down on my knees, I wanna
Madonna.
take you there in the
Kilo.
midnight hour. I can feel your power, just like a friend. You know I'll take.
I don't think you can handle this. Hey, you ready? Give it up for Destiny Child. My body
Look at the crowd.
this for you, baby. My body don't think.
Bruno Mars.
Yep.
Talking about.
So that was so you could get an idea of the people that's performed in the last couple of years.
Exactly. And if you look at that, like, all right, so let's
Hey, hold
compare.
up, before we get it, I want to say what up to mom. Mom's watching. She want to say hi. Hey, mom.
What's up, Mom?
I know she checking us out. But yeah, Super Bowl.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, Gavin said, "What's up, Mom?" Yeah, I actually talked to her today. Me and her talked for like a good 40 minutes.
Every now and then I get a message to somebody. Hey, you're on.
But what I was gonna say, right, is
Yeah, go
all
ahead.
right. Let's compare Shakira to Bad Bunny.
Mhm.
Shakira performance was way better. She had
Right.
a worldwide hit. She had
Because
Zootopia.
she just performed. She got on stage and with a bunch of dancers and did her set.
Right, but
That's it.
right, but let me break it down. She had a #1 movie. She had Zootopia behind her, so she had way more momentum going into the Super Bowl than Bad Bunny. She had Zootopia
Let me
one.
ask you a question. Where is she on the list?
She ain't even. I don't think she made the top 10, bro. I don't think she made top 10. But her performance was way better. And at least look, that was I'm breaking it down.
Mm-hmm.
Spanish. So Shakira was the first Spanish. We could say she was the first Spanish person.
Yeah, it was
right?
her and J-Lo.
We know J-Lo from the block. She from
No,
America.
it was them together at that Super Bowl.
Right, but who was it? Who was the headliner?
They were together.
They were together?
Yeah, it was like a co-headliner.
Okay, cool. So even with that, look, their show is like this. It was still entertaining and the crowd was moving.
Yeah,
right?
I understand that. This wasn't what this was supposed to be. He could have done the same thing. He could have got on stage and just got a bunch of dancers and performed, but that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah. I think he's gonna slide down that chart more as the numbers come in, man. I think he's gonna slide down the chart.
Nah.
I don't think he's going up.
No, it's
but
over.
So where my premises lie is the premises that I was coming from is they were trying to tell me this was the best halftime show, and I didn't think so. Even with the numbers, I know all them numbers was inflated. So like now I get to spit my junk because I knew this wasn't a good halftime show. You can't look at me and tell me people in the stadium.
Everybody last year said Kendrick had the worst halftime show performance. Everybody was saying that. And I was like, what are y'all watching? So that's what I'm saying. When I look at this, I see what it is. I didn't need to learn to speak the language. I understood what it was. And I understood that he's a big artist, right? He could perform. He's been doing that his whole life.
To whom?
Huh?
To whom?
It don't matter to whom. Like I said, I don't listen to Bad Bunny.
Right. So it's not to you. Look, not to you.
No.
Okay.
I'm not a fan. But
exactly.
I'm not going to sit there and tell you what I saw is trash.
But that's what I'm saying. Who he?
That's art.
So who is he a big artist to? If not to
I'm
you, if not to
assuming
me.
to Latin people.
I agree with that, but even some Latin people may not listen to him. It's like this.
Right,
It's
right.
like,
They may not. Not everybody
right.
listens to Kendrick.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like Kendrick. It's like
right. Not there's a lot of people that don't like Kendrick.
Exactly, and that's what I'm trying to say.
But you just go for the ones that like you. That's all. Leave the haters on the side. You don't need them.
But I would say this, man. Let him do his thing. I'm not saying that, he could do his thing. He number one in whatever he's doing. God bless. You get what I'm trying to say? Keep doing it and run it up. But that show ain't me. That show ain't me. NFL
just admit it. Say I am a hater. Hey, I'm hearing Vibes Cartel next year.
That's what I'm talking about.
Could you imagine?
Yo, but think about it. Oh, now you pushing me down a rabbit hole, man. We gotta get the show rolling, because I was gonna say most of them cats steal their style from Jamaicans, so I don't know. So who you at least Vibe Cartel would have sold out the damn stadium.
Yo, it's the Super Bowl. They ain't coming to watch the halftime show. They going to watch the game.
They got duped.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. The people at the game didn't come there to see Bad Bunny. They came to watch the Seattle Seahawks play the New England Patriots. Now, why they paid to see that? There's Bad Bunny performing at the halftime show. So they're not fans. So they're like, what is going on here? I saw the same thing last year at Kendrick's show. Everybody was like, what's going on here? They're not fans of him. They came to watch the game.
Okay.
Now, if we go to a Bad Bunny show and everybody was doing that, then yeah. But yeah, let's get the show started. Appreciate y'all checking up Gavin down there. Gavin said, hi, Mom. I think it might be 6 at the end of the day. So you think it's still calculating? Those are not the final numbers?
Nah, it's still more to come in, but I don't think he.
Gavin said he might be number 6.
Yeah, he probably lower down on that list. I think most of those numbers will inflate because they can't spin it no more, yo. They can't spin it. Yeah, they can't
he's at
spin
4.
it.
He's at 3 or 4. I mean,
yeah, that junk won't drop.
I didn't check it to see what the numbers were, but I'm just saying on what I saw, and I don't think that it was trash. But we could swing into the
Okay, cool. So let's roll into the first one of the night. Here we go.
I got a situation and I need to know from the guy's perspective if I'm tripping or not. I followed this dude on Instagram last night. We had over 30 mutuals. He was kind of cute, seemed cool. I'm not thinking, oh, this is my husband. I'm just thinking, let's expand the network. We clearly are in like the same social circles. Let me follow him, right? I did not like any of his photos. All I did was follow him. A couple hours go by. I'm thinking, okay, cool. Like maybe he just won't follow me back, whatever. Get a call. Ring, 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 ring. It's one of my guy friends. Pick up. Hey, guy friend. Hey, Cammy. What's up? Oh, did you follow so-and-so on Instagram a couple hours ago? Yeah. Okay. He's like, well, why? I'm thinking maybe the guy has a girlfriend and is like telling the guy like, oh, can you let your girlfriend know that I have a girlfriend or something like that. So I'm like, yeah, I followed him. We have a bunch of mutuals and he seems cool. Like I see y'all hang out with him. I've seen a couple people hang out with him. What's up? He's like, oh, okay, because he sent our group chat your profile and was trying to ask like for your Carfax. Carfax? I'm sorry, am I a Nissan Altima? He was like, oh, we're just trying to see what type of timing you were on, like, what you trying to get out of this. Out of what? A follow on Instagram? I didn't like any of your pictures. I didn't slide into your DMs. I followed you on Instagram. To me, that's the same thing under the same umbrella of girls posting screenshots of rappers in their DMs, which I think is really corny. Why are you sending my Instagram to our mutuals that you're also friends with, asking why I followed you on Instagram? Like, am I tripping? Is this a thing that guys do where anytime a girl follows them or likes a couple pictures, they're sending the picture to any people that they have mutuals with? Is that not a bit much? My dating history? Why are you trying to figure out my dating history? What does that matter?
So,
why does that matter? Because he might be interested in you.
Would you? But why? No, I don't think he was interested. That does not show interest.
Think he about to scam her?
I think there's a. All right, let me word this slightly different. That whole situation is weird, and this generation is like that, right? Where they look at the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? And probably they have their reason for why they're doing it. But if a chick, or like, let's say I follow some chick and a chick call me up like, why you following me? Or just tell everybody, oh, Winston just followed me on such and such. What you trying to do? Something about that is weird.
It seems childish, right?
Really childish.
So-
or the thing that came to my mind is to even say what's the Carfax and get the detail why you're on that someone page is controlling as hell, because it's like me having a YouTube channel and somebody click on it and I'm investigating a person that just subscribed. That would make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So
that was kind of weird.
yeah. So and you tell the whole friend group.
So what if they was just all hanging out? They could have been hanging out together, but that still is, because he might have been waiting for that follow too.
But she said she thought he was cool.
Yeah,
She thought
I
he was
know.
cool.
Yeah. She thought it was cool, but I didn't know following somebody is that important. Like you just like you think he maybe was looking for more, possibly.
But you won't go about it that way. That means he don't got no game. Yo, if you it's like this, let's put it past it. Let's play that out.
She looks young too.
If a female follow me, right, and we're in the same friend group, all right, she follow me, right? But it seems, let me tell you, it's one of them petty group shit where
Gotta be.
Where it's like this. You have those girls that don't want other girls around certain people and they bash girls. So it's like, oh, Katie just followed me. Why is she following you? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want her to be inside of the clique. Now they're trying to shun her. So now they're telling the dude, hey, yo, reach out and say this. You know, that type of kitty stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're a grown-ass man and somebody follow you, all right, that's cool. I see you.
Exactly.
You're not telling a whole bunch of next girl or a whole friend group. You know what I'm saying?
Now, here's the thing. If she followed him and then DM'd him, then we could say, oh, yeah. But to just hit somebody up on a follow, that's diabolical, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I'm kind of glad she shared her story, because now she know what friends she got. Now she know the people who to trust, and that inner circle ain't yours, girl. That inner circle or whoever that clique is not yours. You gotta find new friends, people that rock with you, because to have all these people know, because think about it. You can imagine if she sent them a DM, how they would have ostracized her. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. If he had actually DM'd her, I mean, she had DM'd him or just say, hey, what's up, through the app? Oh.
Yeah.
Could have been levitating right now. Just
Yep. You would have seen the screenshot. Oh, she just DM'd me, blah, blah. Yeah.
And he would have definitely screenshot it and send it in the group chat.
Yep. So some of these people now, they weird with it, man. They weird. You know, they're weird about how they go about, you know, the social media thing and life, you know. So
could we say some of them act like feminine-ish?
Yeah, that's a female trait, man. Definitely a female trait.
Because I know a lot of ladies have group chats. You know what I'm saying? Where they all the friends in there and they always talking about stuff. But you don't really find that with a lot of guys.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but
like you have a bunch of like guys in a group chat talking about stuff like that, it kind of show you the maturity.
Yeah.
But not necessarily maturity. It could just be the way they were brought up, the way they came up.
Trust me, Pete. And even if you were brought up a certain way, man, you learn how to communicate with people.
You may think that's people know how to communicate a lot better, but it's not as good as you may think.
I agree.
We always around confrontational people that like they like go find information, you know. But there's a lot of people here that's never even left the state of Connecticut. They don't venture out. They just stay in their little space and that's it.
It's on you as a person for self-development. We
Yeah.
can now take self-development and just say, oh, because it's like that's lack of ignorance, man. Like when you go to court, man, and you do something, you got to take responsibility. You know what I'm saying? The law is there. You got people here in America that never read the Constitution, they never read any of the damn bylaws, and they don't know how stuff operate, but they live here their whole life. You gotta make certain things. Like we was talking about that question about taking like civil classes
Or civics.
Yeah, civics and all of those ethic classes and all of that, so you're well informed, because at the end of the day you got to know how to communicate. You got to know how to, well, I think, and I don't even want to.
Well, it's even quite obvious that he doesn't have a girlfriend.
You probably do. These girls, some of these girls these days like that weird stuff. As long as the guy could come, we're in a different time. You got
I don't
these,
think so.
No, let me
Not with
break
that
it
type
down
of
for you.
communication.
Yo, it got. We live in a different time, P.
Yeah, I know, but
we got these ladies that are more, they're more, let's say, in their masculine, and they're looking for a feminine guy. Some ladies are looking for guys they could control.
Yeah.
So you have this new era of the role being switched. They're heterosexual. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I understand.
Female, you know what I'm saying? But some ladies are looking for guys that they can control. Some ladies, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Look how much girls be doing that. Oh, I like him. I could control him. He gonna do what I say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's somebody out there for everybody.
Exactly. So these are the things that we're seeing. Yo, and trust me, a lot of these dudes, if they ain't getting none, they gonna conform. If I'm trying to get something wet, you know what I'm saying? She's saying do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never. That's the generation but they don't know. They don't know better, and I give you that. But still, you still got to learn the game.
So basically, the unks ain't pass it down.
It don't got nothing to do with us.
It always got something to do with it. You got to pass the history down through generations.
Let me tell you this. Did they have to pass it down for you to know what to do with a female in the bedroom?
No, it ain't that. It's not in the bedroom. It's getting to the bedroom. They can't. You got to have the conversation in order to get there. They can't communicate.
Right.
They ain't even making it there.
Exactly, because they got phones. The phones, yo, trust me. Yo, I was watching this. I was reading a post where a lady was dating, and she was like, the dude, there's like Instagram. It's all Instagram and stuff, like social media. Now I'm not calling one out specifically. It's like an older lady in her 40, and I guess the guy was like 30 something in his 30s. You know what I'm saying? But he just write acronym. You down to F, whatever that acronym is. I can't remember exactly, but I know that's what it means. That's what all they put in the phone. It ain't no hi, nothing. Just like, yo, you down to, and that was it. And ladies, the older ladies don't fully understand that, but the younger girls, they got to make a decision. It's either yes or no. You know what I'm saying? Younger girls get it, but it went. You know how much and it doesn't matter because it's the same thing when you're a stand-up guy. Yo, if you're a stand-up guy and you know how to talk, you get straight to the point with certain ladies. Like, yeah, yo, you know what time it is. You down? You know what I'm saying? If you don't open your mouth and talk, you ain't getting in. So you still got to do it at a certain level. They just got a different medium of getting the information across to the girls. But I thought it would have been harder in this day and age, but it seemed like it's easier. For some, not all.
Oh no, I ain't putting my foot nowhere next to that one. That's all you.
No, it's not all me. I'm not in it. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying for some.
Yeah.
I never lived it, so I can't call it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
I remember AOL. I remember AOL.
I
You know what I'm
had
saying?
it. Yeah.
So, but that was that one, man. I think that was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Closing thoughts on that one.
I gotta learn how to communicate, yo.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, let's roll into the next one.
Teach our kids communication.
Toastmasters.
Because the parents could do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So that one didn't really have anything, but it was a narration of. She said her ex. I couldn't.
Well, now she also said that the woman she got caught with is one of her friends' wife.
Yeah, that's what it said. Yeah. So when I was looking at it, I think, boy, they too close for all that drama, bro. Because the way how it depicted, I thought it was she was messing with that guy that was arguing, but she said it seemed like she said that was her ex apartment.
Because I missed the first part because I didn't catch the first part, but the second part she was saying that she knew the lady or the friend of the person that he got caught with. So hood drama right there.
Definitely, man.
You're like
I don't
one of
know why
them-
people put themselves in that predicament. Well, let me pose my question, right? This was my question for this video. So, with now seeing this video, right? People always go through this thing where when they're in a relationship and someone is cheating or whatever. The question I want to pose is a twofold question: is does it matter who the person is cheating with? That was my first question. Does it matter? Because she's
Nope.
fuming and she wants to know who it is, and that's where the violence occurs sometimes, or it could get out of control.
Oh, yeah.
Does it matter who the person is at that time? If you find out, does it matter who the person is?
That is a two-part answer. Because on one point, yeah, cheating is cheating.
Yeah.
But of course, it's going to matter who it was with, because if it's somebody close to you, then, everything's compromised. A lot of things are compromised,
I get your point.
But at the end of the day, yeah, cheating's cheating. But if it's like your sibling or your, God forbid, your dad, you never know. You know what I'm saying? But if it's somebody close to you, you're going to feel it. And I'm pretty sure that y'all relationship going to be over. You know what I mean? So it's definitely something to think about. So it's a question that he may never answer, and he should not, to protect the other person, depending on how close they are. Or he could just rip the Band-Aid off and says, well, here it is.
Right. But I get you, right.
But I don't think he should tell her. If it's gonna,
that's what I'm trying to say, is because if she don't know, how do she know it's someone close to you? Like, so you see your second part of the question. If she don't know, that second portion of it ain't gonna matter.
It does matter.
No, well, what I'm trying to say, what you don't know, you don't know.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, he can make up something else, make up whatever, you know what I mean? But it can't come out to be the truth depending on how close she is to the whole
All
situation.
right, I agree with that, and that's why I posed this question, because
But
it's
I'm
like,
not saying that's right though.
I get you. I'm not saying we just posing the facts, right? If someone doesn't know who the other person is, and that same situation where he's trying to leave and
Exactly.
she wants to know who it is, and she's keeping him in there, I can see where that could go left. So he's been held against his will to say who it is. Because the next thing, whatever name comes out your mouth after that shit is done.
Yeah.
So should you say anything?
I don't know. But I know he can't tell her who that person is because it's going. I think that's going to ruin probably 5 or 6 different people. It ain't going to just be them two. It's going to be whoever the person is and friends of the people, because they're going to find out that they might have known something. That whole group's destroyed.
I get you.
You know what I mean?
I know where you're coming from.
So, I mean, it's a tough one.
So you have validity in the dynamics of, all right, so granted, if someone cheats, a relationship ends, and when a relationship ends, friends and whoever comes along with it, there's a
Right.
strain, or
People pick
a
sides.
strain, you know what I'm saying? So I understand that. So I get it. There's always, someone cheat. There's that always bad effect of people separating, right? But I was going to go into this next question where, and you kind of touched on it, if you stay, it's bad. So now what happens? Because at that point, I'm going back to the other side, right? If she gets that information, how does that help her move?
Because, okay, if he's a real man, he gonna be honest and tell her. But once he ripped that Band-Aid off, it ain't gonna go back. You know what I'm saying? But that'll be the best thing to do. Or he could sideswipe her and make somebody up. Say, hey, this is her name, somebody from work. Then she may show up at the work. Now, here's the thing. Here's one thing I got to say, though. What if she already know and she trying to see what he know?
Okay. Sometimes that's the case.
Because she could be setting a trap. And are you certain that this ain't going to come out? Like, do you know for sure she ain't got no information? Because eventually people talk. You know what I mean? There's cameras in different places. And she seemed like she on it. So you got to think about that too.
So what I could say is this, right? If it's just a regular relationship, that shit don't matter. If it's a marriage,
right?
If it's a marriage and kids involved, you got to talk. Now you need to talk, because like you said, relationships are being severed and stuff going left or right. But marriage, slightly different situation.
Even the girl that recorded that video, she's gonna be defriended too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I said, it's a lot of people won't talk after all this settles, when it settles.
Yep. Because the reality, they could tell what apartment, based on perspective, they could tell it's coming out of her apartment. You know what I'm saying? So whoever that person is, perspective is a key, man. So she gave away her position as well. So that one is definitely crazy, and that's where people got to be careful and record it, because people are not stupid. That's how people identify. That's how most high people could tell where like based on the angle the camera was shot, where it came from and who.
That was one thing I was gonna say. Like, I'm surprised that she posted that, because, I mean, you're not scared that somebody gonna find that video, because
Yeah.
like you said, if I run across that video, I say, yo, that look like my hallway. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
that's
Definitely. Well, that was that one, man. I think you gave some good response to that, but I was just looking at this confrontation. I'm like, yo, man, does it matter if you know, and if you did know, how does it help the situation?
well. The thing is, I think it's better off if she doesn't know. But in the heat of the moment and the time, who am I to tell her she don't need, like, that's what she's asking for. She's hurt. She's going through hurt right now.
Okay.
So I'm assuming she may already have an idea who it might be, because how did she know he was cheating? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
So
even if she heard it from a Tweety bird, they gonna be like, he got caught with so and so. You know what I'm saying? They gonna call a name. They gonna make up something. It ain't gonna
Yeah.
just be like, yo, this dude. And then she come with this type of energy. So she's already speculating it could be somebody. So if that somebody is who she might think it is, he may not make it out that apartment.
last question, then we transition.
All right,
Would you
Gavin,
want to
have
know?
a good night. Huh?
The last question is, would you want to know?
And I'll revert to what
I
you
don't.
said. It all depends on where you are in a relationship.
Would
You
you
know,
want to know?
if it's a long-term relationship, if you're married, you got, then yeah, you'll want to know. But I think when you get older, you don't ask much questions as you used to when you were younger.
Yeah.
So when you, like, 16-year-old, 18-year-old me, I'm swinging, I'm running, yeah, I want to know. But 50 me, 40, 49-year-old me,
Yeah, that one is a tough one. I'm gonna tell you, it's 50-50 for me. And really, I don't care, but to a certain level,
yeah, like I said, there's a whole different many
yeah, whole
different
different dynamics in that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? I know
Oh
it
yeah,
ain't gonna help me, so I'm trying to move on. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But if it's something that could be resolved, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. But Gavin, be careful tomorrow, man. Be careful out there, Playboy.
Yeah, make sure you get a lot of salt down.
Yeah.
It's
I
winter.
don't know why, but that's a question. Why these kids? Why they're letting most of these kids go to these protests? It seems like he's in high school, but I don't understand why they're letting most of these school go to protests.
Oh, he's
On
asking.
campus, so it seemed like he's in college. All right, that makes a little more sense. I get that. I get it. I get it.
Okay, yeah, he's in.
Yeah, that's a college. Yeah, campus. So that makes sense. That makes sense. Let us know how it goes, man.
Hey, I tell my kids, Gavin, stay away from those protests.
Yeah.
Get inside, get your books, and work on your next mission. Stay away from those protests. Trust me.
It's actually a high school. I'm actually in a high. So he says, actually, I'm in higher, but we have a bigger school.
Mhm.
Okay, okay.
You're getting them books. Forget about that protest. Watch it later on TV.
Yeah, man. Because when stuff pop off, man, you want to be safe.
Yeah, it's not worth being out there to risk your life. That's all I say about that. And that's all I'll say about that one.
Yeah, man.
That's
Yeah,
my, that's
definitely.
my best Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
That movie did numbers too. But let's roll into the next one.
All right.
And let me just tell y'all something right now. As baby mama number 4, yes, you heard me right. As baby mama number 4. Baby, I can speak on it, okay? Because let me tell you something. That shit gets messy. And for those of y'all, for women that don't know, I hate to tell you, baby daddies are always going to mess with their baby mamas. Probably all of them, if they can. You understand what I'm saying? It's just something about when you have a baby with a person, y'all might never really like rock with each other again, but y'all always have that connection because you have that baby, and men know that. If you wanna keep a woman forever without having to marry her, just put a baby in her. Just get her pregnant. Get her pregnant, because that baby is going to soften her heart for you every single time. It doesn't matter how old the child is, and especially like if y'all on decent terms, you know what I'm saying? Now if you was just like, I mean, you never know. But like if y'all on decent terms, that man still fucking his baby mama, or he will try to. I'm just gonna tell y'all.
So is this true?
Huh?
Is this true? Is being a baby mama is being a baby mama I'm trying to find the right wording. I know exactly what I want to say, but easy access to get back to the guy. Or
I mean, what she said there, I could agree and disagree with her. I think
I disagree.
I think it's a it's a 50-50 line where it could
Yeah,
happen,
it is.
and shit. I mean, it may never happen after
Mhm.
divorce. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends. You know what did R. Kelly say? When a woman's fed up, ain't nothing you can do about. So usually when she had enough and she X'd that person out of her life, you know. Now, what I also was gonna say, it's the other way too, where women would try, you know what I'm saying, to get back with the guy, do stuff as well. So I think it goes both ways.
It does. It does go both ways. It does go both ways. The reason why I wanted to talk about this one, I don't know. All right. The emphasis on being the fourth baby mother, is that something I don't
That
see guys
you
be
proud
like,
of?
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't hear guys be like, yo,
Well, he's got to be. I'm thinking a high profile person or somebody with like a high
stature.
status,
Yep.
you know, because she seemed very proud.
Yeah,
Like she was like, yes,
I'm number 4. You know what I'm saying?
like, and you're 4, like you complaining, but she's happy. So I guess I'm assuming she's getting something out of this. She's definitely getting something out of this. But she was very proud. Now she didn't seem that young.
She beautiful lady too. I don't know why she would be one to hold on to that.
You think beauty has anything to do with what's going on out here?
Not necessarily.
Listen, bro, out here, nobody don't look at that stuff that much, man. They all could get conquered.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If dude got a big enough bank account, checkmate.
I see that one. So
Because
let me
because
see.
here's the thing. She understands she's baby mama number 4. So it seemed like she know the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because and you know what? It's crazy. She might already know the other girls, the other baby mamas.
So let me pull up one for you. No, I don't want that one. Give me 1 second. There's a clip I want to show you. Damn, where is it?
Shit, just pull up a Stephon Diggs and Cardi B.
No, I got one way better than that.
Because they, you know, We gotta do him, man. I think he had 3 kids last year.
Hold on, let's see. I can't find it. Hold on. I'm looking for the video, but I can't find the video. So, yo, let me share the screen. This is young Dolph's cousin, right?
Uh-huh.
And he got 20. These are all his baby mamas.
Yeah, that's a lot of headache, bro.
He got about 20, somewhere like 20, 25 baby mamas.
They all like in a little cult. He might as well buy a little compound.
Yo.
He might as well buy a compound and just give them all a house in the compound. Have all his kids. 20, you said?
Too.
You said 20?
More than that. He,
God.
I think it's up there now. So let's see. It says young Dolph's cousin, Jay Fizzle, now has 31 kids with 3 more on the way. Totaling 30. What?
God. Damn.
34. Right? In January 2024, he had 22. What? Hold on. 24.
So he had 10 being born from 22 to 26?
Boy. When I last heard this story, I think I know he had like 20. Damn.
So
he added 9 cents, meaning so he had 22, meaning he added 9 cents. Locked in, looking at these women. Oh man. Yo, I can't. It shows how much baby mama he has, though. But he got a widescreen picture, and he had all of them there. He had a show or something like that.
That is insane.
Wow. Yo. You see your boy smile on his face?
Bruh. Oh, man.
So I kind of understand where I told you I got one beat. You know what I'm saying? So he probably got to have like 25 baby mamas now. Probably got to have like 25 baby mamas.
And his family tree is broad.
I put in 20 kids, but I don't even know how much kids he had now.
That's
Boy.
crazy.
But,
So I'm assuming he's still with some of these girls.
I think he take care of them. They live together. You know, so if he could afford it, good for him. But boy, he need a compound.
That's what I'm saying. Get a little compound. You know what I'm saying? Buy up a bunch of property, put them all in the same street. All your kids can play together.
Yeah, let me tell you, bruh, at the end of the day, that dude better not go on child support. You know what I'm saying? Hope that money keep flowing from him and hope he would get to raise all them kids.
Right now, I'm assuming he's got to have businesses out there working for him.
Yeah.
So, hey, if you can raise him, pay for him, go right ahead. Knock yourself out, buddy. Ain't nobody stopping you.
Yeah, that one was weird, man. But yeah, so yeah. Let's roll into the next one, man. But I just had to show you that one quickly.
I'm still stunned on that. Bruh.
All right, let's do this one right here.
Y'all, I'm at the movies. And my day just left me. I don't even know what to say. I'm so embarrassed. Okay, long story short, we just started talking a few days ago on Tinder, and we decided to go on a date. So of course I wanted to look nice, so I decided that I would go get a haircut, put on a new outfit and everything. And I was told that I was doing too much. It looks like I'm trying to do something that I'm not. Inauthentic or something like that. I don't think I'm doing too much. Y'all tell me what y'all think, because I think I'm doing just enough. This is a first date, and yeah, let me know what y'all think. Hold on, let me show y'all. Yeah, y'all tell me if I'm doing too much. No, right? Like this is a normal date outfit. No, I guess not.
It was a little echo in there, but
I think it was fine.
yeah, I went through the.
Well, my mic was muted, so I don't know. Mine
Yeah,
was
my mic
muted.
was muted too, but there was like an echo in the when he was speaking.
Yeah.
It was like the double.
Oh, the shorts on the short side.
I'm assuming so.
Yeah, on the short side. I noticed that with that process. Yeah, because it's double playback. But yeah. So
also we're hearing it, but they don't hear that.
Well, it depends on what platform you're on. So if you're on the long format or the shorts, and I have the what
so that's
you
why
call it.
we're hearing that.
So let me stop this one because it's sharing the audio. It's sharing the audio, so that's where it is. It was sharing it from inside of the shared thing, but it shouldn't happen anymore.
Okay, yeah,
but
we want to make sure the listeners get the best experience.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
What I was gonna say was that was his outfit on a date. What do you think?
You remind me of Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall and Coming to America.
Welcome to that's what was Coming to America?
Yeah, Coming to America.
Boy,
like he was dressed to like, you know what? That because that was their first date, right?
Yep.
I wonder if they known each other before. Because, like, you know, sometimes you may know somebody and then you may say, yo, let's go out on a date, whatever. But obviously, I don't think she's ever been around him. So she don't know what his aesthetics was going to be. Because it seemed like he had a really nice coat. He seemed real Afrocentric. You know, yo.
To the movies, though, one boy put on a fur coat to the movies.
Now, it is the winter. So now I wish he had showed us what was under the coat. I wish he had opened it up and showed us what was underneath. Because, like, I know you may have a real fancy coat, right? But sometimes you ain't got nothing underneath. You know what I'm saying? It's just a really nice coat that go with what he got. So if you know you're going outside, you want to get a nice coat. I wish he had opened it up and showed us the drip on the inside. That would have been nicer.
I think my perspective is changing a little bit. Now seeing it probably for the second time. I think it's changing a little bit because at first I was like, damn, my boy looked like he coming to America. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is.
But I think his choice was bad. The place he chose to wear it. I think if it was a first date, I think this would have been excellent for like a high-end restaurant, like a Cheesecake Factory, taking her out someplace elegant to match his attire. Huh?
The Cheesecake Factory?
Boy, Cheesecake Factory used to be tops back in the day, boy.
She may shut him down on that.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I think so. Like now, I don't think it's bad clothing. I think it's just the wrong venue.
So you think he was overdressed?
Because think about it, right? Ladies go all out when they're going out on a date. A dude get a shape up, throw on some clothes. We make sure we looking decent and make sure we got money in our pocket. You know what I'm saying? A chick, go ahead.
I'm wondering what she showed up in.
She was probably too chill.
Exactly.
So that's why my perspective probably changed.
She was mad because she was underdressed?
And that's why I had to change it a little bit. Because if you know what I'm saying, if she showed up fly and he showed up fly, they were both looking fly.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said he probably overdressed for the occasion and she probably underdressed. So they were
doing too much.
Yeah.
You're doing too much. She probably showed up in sweats. Why this dude got a dashiki coat?
Yeah, you got to set the standard, and sometimes that's good, man. Sometimes that's good because if people get to see your style and what you're into, you know, and you keep it at a high level, they know when they're going out with you, bring it there. You know what I'm saying?
You definitely shouldn't compromise your style and your image.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, he's still on business, but I'm wondering how the rest of the date went.
Well, I guess she left. She said because he said she left.
So they didn't go see the movie?
Nah, she left. That's why he said is the date left.
What? She was, wow. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
That's weird. Like, that is one place you could show up wearing anything. It doesn't affect the date. Because you're in a movie theater sitting down where it's dark.
Definitely. I'm here with
Ain't nobody see nothing. But that's definitely a weird situation. Like, so obviously it had to be the first time they met. If she's gonna leave, it has to be the first time, because if it's somebody who already knew and then they were like, hey, we should go out, whatever. They already know them. They weren't close, but they might have seen each other before. It's got to be like a tender date or something.
Yeah, and I give it to this generation is slightly
Well,
introverted.
how old do you think that kid is?
Probably like 25.
You think so?
Yeah, probably 25. Yeah, but you got these grown ass people. We got people that are introverts. They don't know how to handle all of that. Yo, I meet a lot of people that are introverts.
I'm just thinking of, wow.
Like when I seen it, I was laughing because he looked like Coming to America. But I think it's good. I think it's a good quality because think about it. And like you said, you called it. What if she was underdressed? Because trust me, if it's a beautiful lady, let's say you going out and it's a beautiful lady, and that lady looks gorgeous, he would have looked extra fitting for that occasion. Exactly. He would have been, he got it. He got it. He got it. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got it. But do you have to go fur and all of that? No, but still, he would have definitely been in there. Yo, let's go back. If he went back about 10 years, 10, 15 years, even 20 years, boy, that boy would have been knocking boots tonight. You know what I'm saying? He would have been in there, you know what I'm saying? But the time has changed. You know, back in it was like certain places when we used to go out, when you used to go out to a restaurant, you had to dress up. Now you see people come in the restaurant in like flip flops. I'm not talking about the like if you come from a sporting event, I see those but like house slippers, you know what I'm saying, hoodies.
Yeah, a lot of the time there's dress codes.
Yeah, it's their dress codes. And I remember you could get in the Olive Garden and these places without being at least in some certain attire.
You got to have sleeves and you got to have
yeah. So like now they don't even hold all of that no more. It's like it's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
certain places still do,
and I like those places because now
a majority of them they loosened up the restrictions.
Yeah, they did.
You know, I think ever since you know the COVID happened, I think a lot of things changed since then.
True. I agree.
Yeah.
Now you even see dogs in restaurants. I can't. That one.
It's my support animal.
Yo, man. Yo, and these people be gun ho on like, oh, it's just a dog. I don't give a fuck if it's your dog.
Listen, I saw one of those videos the other day where the lady was in a buffet and she had her dog in her hand and she's getting food and he's eating food right out of the thing. In the buffet, and the dude comes over there.
Sure, that was the AI. I seen AI videos.
No, this was a real one because the dude came over and was like, "Ma'am, you can't do that," and they kicked her out.
And that's what I'll be talking about. What people think is normal,
they had to take
not normal to other people.
No,
people be eating with their dogs and shit. They be like, "Go ahead, bite and bite." I'm like, "Nah, bro."
Listen, I've had dogs all my life. His plate is over there. Never in my space. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like that's why you don't eat food from everybody, especially Nancy got cats. I'm good, Nancy. I'm good. You got
Yeah, cats and dogs.
4 cats, Nancy. In a 1 bedroom. What? Man.
All right, let's stroll into the next video.
All right.
I am 27 years old and about to get divorced from my husband after only being married for 3 months. I posted this story time yesterday, but I deleted it because I got scared. I'm not going to yip yap too much because I know this story. This is only part 1, and it's going to take the whole 10 minutes, so I'm just about to get right into it. So my husband and I got married within a year of dating. I know. People going to say that was too fast or yada, yada, yada. But in my head, I didn't think that was too fast because that was my man. That was my man. I loved him. He always treated me right. He was kind, protective. He was a problem solver. He was strong and handsome. He was in a gym. He prayed with me. Like, he just took care of me, really. So I didn't think there was anything to it. There was some things that he was missing when it comes to what I desired in a man and a husband. But I had never had a man that was treating me in this way. And he just came at a time where I was like, oh, that's got to be God. And it wasn't. So, it's important to note that my husband is an alcoholic. Well, my soon-to-be ex-husband is an alcoholic. And he always claimed that he actually wasn't an alcoholic, which is red flag number 1. But he's an alcoholic. So there would be times where he would occasionally slip up when it comes to drinking while we were still dating, but it wouldn't be anything major. It'd be like a couple 4 locos or something, but he wouldn't be like drunk or messed up. Well, actually there was a couple times where he got drunk, but I never thought too much of it because it was like once every blue moon. So I was like, oh, okay, he's just going through some things. Mental health and black men, he just needs somebody to be there for him. I'm not going to be that woman that turns my back on him when he needs somebody, yada, yada, yada. So fast forward, and it's about time for us to get married. Well, it's not time for. We didn't plan our marriage. We eloped. It was like a decision like that. We had already been talking about getting married, but we didn't plan to do it when we did it. So about a week prior to us getting married, there was things were getting rough in our relationship, and it was stressing me out. There was just a lot of things going on. He was drinking more and he was just not okay mentally. And I was calling off work to take care of him and all the other stuff. So one day we was on the way home and he looked at me and said, let's get married. And I'm like, what? Like, are you sure? Because are you sure you're not saying that out of emotions right now? Because, you were already drinking a little bit. Are you sure that you actually want to do this? And I should have been the one to be like, no, we're not going to do that. But I wanted to get married so bad that I overlooked all the red flags that was staring at me blatantly in the face. It was just, I was blind. Like, I didn't see it. I had on rose-colored lenses. So anyways, that same day we said, let's get married, we went and got married. Bought the rings and everything the same day and went to the courthouse and got married. And
so
That was a good story. I was getting into it.
it had about a minute, but this video is about 10 minutes long. So I she goes on for the next
you
6
could
minutes.
You could keep playing snippets of it. We could talk and then you could come back to it. I
can't control this one. I gotta load it in order for me to.
All right.
You want me? I could load it up, but this one is 10 minutes though.
No, go ahead.
My question for this one was, all right, so she was. Let me turn on the banner for this one. You get divorced after 3 months. So it was a spontaneous marriage, right? Spontaneous marriage. And she explained how they got married. You know what I'm saying? So my question would be, she knew the red flags, but still got married. I'm not picking on that, but
Hey, she said it. She said, I saw all the red flags and I ignored her. She said she really wanted to get married. She didn't do any due diligence. Well, I'm like, she already knew he was an alcoholic.
Yeah, because I was going to go down that line of
Everything she no, she does she say at the end of the video why she's divorcing him?
because he's an alcoholic. She said he
Right.
wasn't right in the mind, so
Okay. So she already knew that from the jump. She knew he was, because she even said, "Oh, he slipped up sometimes," and she was like, "Well, yeah, one time he did this, whatever." And so there were signs. She saw it, but she wanted to get married. There was something about him that she wanted, she liked, because he's not doing anything different now that he's
exactly.
not doing before they got married.
She did say somewhere in there, like minute 2, minute 3, that like mental health or something like that. She had to nurse him or take care of him. So when I hear that, I'm like, I automatically went to the part of the marriage where they say for better or for worse. Is those vows still stand? Because she said they elope. So if they got elope, I don't know if they say that when you get elope. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's why I couldn't come in with that angle or for better or for worse. You know what I'm saying? And is marriage or the marriage vows mean anything?
Like she didn't even like consult with anybody in her family, talk to her. Like, where's her dad? Hey, dad, I'm getting married. Let me meet this kid. They went and got married the same day. Like, so it's quite obvious he has a hold on her somehow. You know,
But 3 months though?
it
Three
doesn't matter
months?
how long it is. The fact that she didn't even consult with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, normally, if a woman gets asked to be married, whatever, she gonna call her mom up or call her dad up, her siblings. She just said she went straight, got married the same day. They went and bought the rings, everything. They ain't talked to nobody. They just went in and did it. So nobody was there to help her, like to tell her, like, yo, this is a bad decision. You
Okay, I
know,
get your support. Yeah.
like right. She like, hey, this is not a good idea. Where's that friend? Because I'm not saying that she did have friends. She probably never really had a lot of friends, but I'm looking at the angle as the friends probably started moving away from her the more he came in. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
they it was so that could be a definite. But what I wanted to say is they made a quick decision. They came to that decision, went down to the courthouse, got married.
Right.
So
It seemed like in one day when he asked her. And here's the thing: when he asked her to get married, wasn't he inebriated at the time? With
something like that.
right. So in that moment, the reason you're divorcing him now, when he was messed up, he asked you to marry him, and you said yeah. And now you're complaining about him being messed up too much now, because it's too much to deal with. Like, it was there. She said it right. She missed all the red flags.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When he was messing up at the highest, she was enjoying that high with him. She was something about it made her say, "Yeah." I don't know why, but you know,
Because the thing is, because I listened to it and she said, yep, I think she said a little bit of religion in there and stuff like that. But I was trying to see, what happened for better or for worse, or does that mean anything? I know some marriage are business agreements, you know what I'm saying? So all of that should go out the window. But even with that, even though in a business arrangement, you still got to meet your numbers and shit.
yeah. Well, like you said, the 3 months before you get married is definitely not enough time to know somebody. But I don't know how long they actually knew each other. But just from going on the clip, you know,
Yeah.
because yo, you remember Christina from Prospect.
Mm-hmm.
Her
I like
parents,
that. She was nice.
got married 2 weeks after they met each other.
Okay, I think you told me this. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that well, their father passed a few years ago, but they were together for
Yeah.
decades.
But some people know it though. Some people know it. Some people know it.
60 years type thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But some people know it. They lock in. It's like, yo, this person, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Marriage is about building and compromise. I'm simplifying it. It's way more than that.
Yeah, I know.
So
it's not an easy road.
Trust me, it's not an easy road. Because sometimes, even though you're right, you got to still compromise to build. You know what I'm saying? For the better.
You got to understand what battle to fight, what water approach. Sometimes you just got to look at it and leave it alone.
Exactly, man. But yeah, I don't, and that's the thing, it's a journey, and you got to be equipped for the journey. It's not a sprint.
But here's the thing, right? She is not divorcing him because he really did anything bad. At least, see, because going into the story, she told us how much he does for her.
Exactly.
All the things that she like about him. And it seemed like those stuck out in her mind more than the bad things he did. Because she didn't tell us, well, as from what I saw, she didn't mention any of the bad things. Usually you would lead with that. He did this, he did that, he did this. But no, she first came in and told us all the things she did. And when she was naming the things off that he did, I was sitting there like, damn, so why are you leaving him? What, did he cheat on you or something? What did he do? But that never came up. She was just naming all the good things, like got her feel that. I guess these were the things that married him. So she was expecting more of that. And that's not how it panned out. I think it panned out more of her helping him, because that could be a messy situation if he's always like that. He's going to have days when you got to help him. And you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely not a good place to be. I've been there. And
I understand.
The road is long.
Definitely.
But I know what she's talking about when she talk about the mental aspect of it. This is definitely one where I haven't said it tonight yet, but you need therapy. Therapy helps. Like, at least with this situation, therapy can help lead you in a different direction.
And that's what I was going to come to, that where I think we're living in a different times where this younger generation, and it's not to say divide. I think some of these new therapists normally is like, yo, if you're unhappy, leave. You have that culture where if you're unhappy, just leave. You get what I'm trying to say? And I think back in the days, it was more like work it out, keep your family together. And now it's like some of these new people are more like, yo, if you're unhappy, leave. Go find your happiness and move on. You know what I'm saying?
Because I've heard that most, like a lot of divorces usually happen after the wife went to therapy.
Yeah.
They go to therapy and they tell them they should leave. Sometimes they even talked about the therapist, the one that talked them into it. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I mean, I definitely wouldn't have mind hearing some more of the story, but she, at least she's getting out, because that could be the fact that she talk about the mental aspect of it. It could be stressful because I guess she won't know day to day what time he's on, because when you're dealing with somebody like that, there's a lot of different personalities that you see of them. You know, like and they're strong personalities because whenever they are messed up or something, you're dealing with that personality at that time. And the next day, it's a whole different person. So it's definitely good to get out. I say she did the right thing. Walk away instead of it ending badly, crashing badly. Go get a therapist because it seemed like she needed. Go get a therapist and reboot your journey.
Cool. I agree with you to a certain extent on certain things. Did you think she gave up too much? I think she gave up too fast. I don't think so. I'm not negating any of the things that she's saying wrong.
I'm not
You
saying
know?
she. I'm not saying
Yeah.
she
So
did. She already
so
did. So I'm just gonna say, yo, this is things you should just go work on because it's already done.
right. So and that's what I'm trying to say. So it's like the whole thing is did and you got to know when. So first of all, I would preface it by saying, as an individual, you got to know when. Then the question is 3 months enough
Right.
time?
So this was gonna tell you. If it wasn't 3 months, if it was, say we were together 3 years, 4 years, and then got married, I would have been more inclined to say, yeah, they should work on that. But the fact that it was 3 months,
No. That's how long they've been married.
yeah, I know.
But they could have been together before that because she said God said, but whatever story. She never specified how long it was. She didn't say how long it
I
was.
don't think it's so they were married for 3 months.
Yeah, they were. So the marriage only took 3 months, but they've been together for a while because in order for her to know he's an alcoholic, she had to spend some time with him. That ain't a 2 week type thing. She said on occasion. So they had to be together
All right,
for
all right.
almost a
I'm
year
seeing
or 2 years.
Okay. I'm seeing a
So
little.
you get what I'm trying to say? So
Yeah.
so my quorum is not with her choice of leaving, right? And like I said, so we don't know if there's abuse or anything like that. My thing is more of is 3 months in a marriage, and I'm not holding her to it. I'm just saying, did she really fight for it? You get what I'm trying to say? And that's my thing. I can't, and I'm not the advocator to say who should do what, but I think there wasn't enough time spent, trying to figure out the situation.
Hey, if you look at it, right, I think this relationship was over before they got married.
I agree. I agree.
Seemed like you're right. It seemed like she checked out. Once she checked out, he asked her to marry her.
Okay.
And because she was waiting on that the whole relationship, it was like that, like she said, she wanted to get married. She went along with it. You know what I mean? But I think she was done with him before they got married. Like they were on thin ice.
Hey, what's up, Knight? See you coming in with the
Gentlemen.
And what up? What's up?
I'm late to the party, but I'm here. What's
You right
going
on time. You right on time.
The boy coming in looking sharp.
You right on time, brother.
I had to make sure the family down south don't be looking at me crazy,
I feel you. I'm gonna send him the videos. I got videos. I'm gonna put them on. Like this is what he been looking like lately. So how it's been?
I mean, so far so good. Just getting in. My grandmother usually go to sleep at 6. She stayed up to greet us, so
nice.
It's nice. Enjoy your family while you have them. Give them people flowers while they can still smell.
So where you at? Tell us where you at.
We are in Jonesville, Union, South Carolina.
Okay.
We in the sticks.
How long did it take you to get down? You drove or you flew?
No, we flew. 2-hour flight and then 1 hour from the airport to drive into town. So
that's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Them driving days are over.
Indeed. We did this trip once driving without kids. Can't imagine it with them.
So what's the weather like down there?
It's 58 degrees. They had snow. It's gone now, so I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
I hear that. We still got it here.
I was going to ask, how far is North Carolina from Alabama?
Alabama.
He's South Carolina.
That's what I'm saying. Well, how?
It's a good distance. It's on
He
the other
loves it.
side of
Yeah.
it's a good
Alabama.
distance.
Gotta be a couple hours
Yeah, about 8, 6
at
to
least.
8. Yeah, something like that. Because
Yeah,
I did
I know
the
Alabama
drive
big.
to Alabama twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
My sister, she live out there.
Okay.
Yeah. I brought her to school.
Hmm.
Yeah, drove down there. That was a trip within a trip, boy. Woo.
I can only imagine.
Back in 2000, yeah. Yeah, that was nice.
Wow.
Hey,
we on
birthday 12. Happy birthday. Before we get into anything, happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Definitely.
Yeah, I wished him happy birthday a couple of days ago.
Nothing like family.
Yeah, I was like, yo, it's your birthday. He's like, nah, it's today.
Yeah. We did the whole cake thing. We did all of that early. You know what I'm saying? Took pictures, all of that. Yeah.
He should have led the show off for that. We should have had the little birthday thing for you on the show.
Nah, I was trying to skip over until probably the end. But yeah, we wasn't expecting you was gonna make it. Were you able to try the router?
Listen, I looked through the baby bag. I looked through my book bag. Joanne's like, it's a little black thing. It's in there. I'm on the hotspot right now.
Okay.
$10 says she gonna end up finding it and then making me look stupid. That's all right.
On the top.
Yeah. No, I had the mobile router. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I've been paying for it, yo. I've been sitting on it. I think they stopped it though, but it's like a mobile router with a SIM card. You pay like $30, and that's what I was doing for live streaming.
Bro, she on the hunt right now.
How'd it work? It worked good?
Yeah. The Verizon is good, but it's like I forgot what they call it. It's like a mesh. So like if your phone cut out, the router kick in. So because you're only streaming for like 2 hours the most, so you probably use probably like a gig or something like that.
As the man on this hotspot, you come in here and tell me the one place I wouldn't think to look for.
You because I'm looking for something like, say, when I travel, different stuff like that's good for traveling.
Yeah, but outside of the country, you probably might need a different SIM card. But yeah, all you do is just plug the SIM card in there.
What about the Starlink?
Yeah.
You found it?
Yeah, that's
it. I was looking at Starlink too.
Starlink is good. You're gonna be good, but you can't be blocked by trees though.
No cord?
So if you're in the sticks, it ain't gonna come through as good. But if you're in an open area, Starlink is good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get one of those. I was looking at them.
Wirelessly.
I'm gonna try them.
Yeah,
that's not gonna come in good when we travel.
Yeah, I ain't got no headphones. I let that baby be crying in the background. The hell? Oh, damn it.
Now we don't hear nothing.
Nah, we don't hear the baby.
In the sticks, I ain't got no equipment, nothing.
Nah, you good. And the stream coming in good for being in the damn sticks too.
Yeah, for real. It's crazy because when we're in the city, this service is trash.
That's because everybody on it.
I guess so. But then, I'm thinking, damn, we away from towers, this and that. I'm gonna try and get on, even if I'm lagging, but it's straight.
They be having towers out there. They be having
they be in the woods.
Man, listen, I ain't seen nothing. Bad enough, my grandmother had a grip of trees around that she ended up having to cut down years ago. Ain't make nothing better.
Yeah. All right, let's roll into the next clip. Let's roll into the next one.
Let's get it.
Let's do this one.
"22 is the cutoff. We shouldn't be 25, 26, 27 being a feminist. That's silly. Come on. That is for children. You know what I mean? Imagine crying to the government while saying fuck the government. That makes no sense. If you identify as a feminist, that is like a signal to society that you are a confused woman. You have no idea what's going on in the world. You have no idea how we got here. All the faults of feminism you blame on capitalism, but then you're fighting for the right to be a part of capitalism. Like, it's just really crazy. Once you're 22, if you haven't started to figure out that, hey, gender roles actually are good for society and I gotta get married, you're fucked. You're fucked, okay? You're fucked. Some of y'all like to wait till the last minute till you're 30 or something to try to change your mind. It's not happening. You gotta, the activism, the liberalism, the feminism, 18 to 22. We shouldn't be seeing 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds at the protests. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like feminism is a young woman's sport. Let them have that. Let them have their fun, kiki. Once you turn 22, 23, it's time to find you a man. And lock it up, okay? Because, like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You're gonna be 40 protesting for women's rights? That's what you're gonna do? Right.
Wow.
So 22 is the age for cutoff age for feminists. True or false?
That's false.
He's saying false. It's like, do I go the other way?
I mean, there ain't no age limit on that.
You know what? I'm gonna say true, because at the end of the day, you have those women who, and I'm not all women, obviously. I don't want to make generalization, but you have a lot of women who do end up in their 40s. You know, whether it's their choice, they couldn't find a man, or they didn't want a man, they don't have any children. You know, they may not be living the life that a lot of women set out to try and get to, because they're fighting for equality. They're fighting for this and that, and maybe that's their sacrifice. So it's like, if you're not young enough to protest, do what you're gonna do, and then, you know, go out and live your life, have kids if that's what you want, you kind of long in the tooth, and other women are gonna look at you like, is this what I want to be when I'm that age?
Now, the one thing I like what she talked about with the protests. I think there should be an age group on that. Like, you shouldn't be out there with this right now going on protesting, being in your 40s and 50s. No, get in the house. But at the end of the day, if you're fighting for something, is there age limit on that? You out there because you want to make change to that, whatever that particular topic is, you know.
12, what you got?
So, I was gonna say, I think so, because I agree there should be a cutoff age, and overall, because feminists, what do they stand for? And like she said, she brought up some real good points, right? It's like liberal and
So
all.
is she talking about an actual feminist that came through the 60s and 70s that actually stood for something, or she's talking about the ones that hate all men because they were born?
So, and I would go with the later, because she's saying the ones that are fighting against the government but looking for a handout from the government.
Right. So
You
okay,
get what I'm
that's
saying?
the new age feminist.
Exactly. So whatever it is,
Is
they
it
got
a new age feminist a Karen? Huh?
could be. They're aligned. Their visions
They
are
are.
aligned.
They
So
are.
you could be aligned. You could be in both pool. Your vision could be aligned, and you're not a feminist, but there's some
Don't
overlapping.
be in my pool, boy.
There's a little bit of overlapping in that pool of Karen and feminists. A little bit of
Of
overlapping.
course. Karen is a feminist. Right? Karen has to be a feminist.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I know.
Not necessarily.
But like I said in one of the early videos we did on this channel, it's good to have a Karen in a neighborhood. Sometimes they get it right. You know what I mean? They may be out there doing some dumb things, but sometimes it's good to have somebody checking up on people. You know what I mean?
All right.
Don't mean to
I
slide off
give you that.
topic. But
I give you that.
yeah, but when it comes to this lady here, I think she's a feminist.
No, she can't be a feminist because she's protesting against when a female should start taking accountability.
Yeah, I know what she's talking about. You should start doing that at goddamn at 16, 15. Like once you can understand common sense exists, like 22, like shit. At 22, you're already drinking. You know what I'm saying? No. That's something you learn growing up as a kid. You know what I mean? I don't think you gotta be
check out the comment. And can you see the comment, Brandon?
I can see the comment. So, sir, we don't use that word. We say mentally challenged, and you know, if that's what's going
It's a hot and
you know,
black woman.
shout out to her for using a specific bag. I like that, right? But you don't have to feel any type of way towards her. You know, the fact that she's doing it in a bag should be nice enough for you, my guy. You know, she's not just doing it on your lawn. She's not doing it in the stairwell. You know, so shout out to her. You know, and be more politically correct, my friend.
No. I'm gonna be opposite of that one, Brandon. Yeah. In the island?
Oh, whoa. Hold on. I'm not reading his thing. So
I ain't gonna put it up on the screen though. I ain't gonna put it up on the screen.
No, I'm reading it. So she goes in the bag and make sure you tag Walmart in the video. A bag, and then
I should feel about negative. All right, so I'm gonna do it the first part, right? So the first part, growing up in the islands, boy, they call you that real fast. They not hesitating.
What's that?
The first word.
The hard R. The hard R.
Oh.
So the first part, they
call it
not holding back.
They call it stupidity.
No, they calling you right off the rip.
Oh, I know.
Moving slow. They let you. So that's why I laugh, because it's all of where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
People are not in certain places. People are not. They're not here to call you.
Here's
slow.
the thing: is that person really, or he just saying they are? You know what I mean?
And that's where you got to learn to draw the difference. You get what I'm saying?
Because I'm sure his neighbors fully function, but at that moment, they tarted as fuck.
Oh, you trying to get us in trouble?
No, tarted. Yeah, tarted.
Okay.
Tarted. Yeah.
Lord.
Hey, it's rough in these YouTube streets.
I guess so. I ain't
let's
touching that.
Let's reel it back in.
That is crazy though. But yeah,
22 the cutoff age. So I would say I don't think it's an age for feminists at all, because they don't serve a purpose.
It becomes a lifestyle. So when they're in that bag, I don't think there's an age limit on it. And if it's something you were doing in your young age, you're gonna probably keep going with it as you get older.
Yo, now they got guys feminists.
How could you be a guy feminist?
How that work?
How does that work?
Let me pull it up. It got you ever seen Jubilee?
Yes.
So I know that's the baby name, but
no, but I know what you're talking about.
Yep, the show they had a show, right, where guys was on there and they were feminists. They were feminists. So they had a feminist argument, and they literally had guys on the stage and they were feminists. They was like, "Oh, I support feminists." I'm like, did you know feminists is against men?
Yeah,
and they was like 4 or 5 guys. It's like, dude, let me see if I can think. But go ahead, man. They're guy feminists now. I'm like, bro, they're going against your identity.
Are they with us?
They not with us. You could tell. They not.
Are they with the straight guys?
I don't think so. I can't say for people because that's judging, but I don't think really don't think
we don't judge over here. You could say it. Yeah.
Is it mayonnaise related? Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can pull it up. But yeah, man, when I seen it, I was like, why do they have guys on the stage? And
You think they were paid? It could be paid.
Or they trying to get some butt.
Because I don't think that's something most men will ever sign up for, because it's just even a gay person wouldn't sign up for that. Was some payola involved?
I didn't find a video, but I'm gonna read the description that they have it. This is a regular Google search. Male feminist. I can put this up on the screen. I gotta share screen. There go your male feminists.
Bunch of bati men. Even the anti-feminists, they look real feminine.
I don't know if you could say that.
I can't say what.
Bomboclat.
Hey yo.
Like that's what I said. What side are they playing for?
The other side.
Yeah, I don't know how you become a male feminist. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really don't know. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying?
They saw their moms as the downtrodden and struggling and said, I don't want her to do that no more. I'm gonna stand up for mommy.
They could be doing it for clicks too.
True. It's working.
Like I said, I think they got payola.
Okay. But it's a lot of these things where a lot of these groups is more, I'm trying to word it in a good way, because categorizing or where you want to be marginalized by going in a group to have a say. You get what I'm trying to say? Everybody kind of fits in a category. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. Are people doing this to feel extra special?
You mean the guys?
Well, I just don't want to put it on them only. Every group. You know what I'm trying to say?
In what way though? Like,
so you have people that are queer, lesbian, you have male feminists, you have people that, oh, I'm this, I'm that, you know, is by doing this, now you're marginalizing yourself to become part of or feel special, so your point could come across even more stronger, right? You don't have to be a feminist to have either beliefs. You get what I'm trying to say?
Right.
You don't have to be you don't have to be a politician to understand laws, and you know what I'm saying? So that's my point. You don't have to get into a certain category to fully understand something. So like these guys going full in and claiming to be feminists, you don't even have to go into all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, you know, now that I've watched a little more, I could kind of understand where they're coming from. Now,
which side, the anti or the feminists?
The feminists. Like, okay, feminist is a lifestyle, right? And if you like being around, because you got to think about it, a feminist has male energy, right?
Not necessarily.
But I'm just
okay.
Just let me try and land it. Hold up. So I'm thinking they like the feminists because they're about a certain movement. They don't really care that it's about men. They just like the energy that the feminist portrays and the things that she stands for, whoever it is, right? So on that level, they're looking at it like, I could understand a feminist. Now I'm saying, now you could support somebody without being with them or being over there with them. You'd be like, you know what? I support y'all. I think what y'all doing is great. You know, it's not gonna mess with my day any day, but listen, I got extra pop in the back. I got Snicker bars over there. Everybody happy. We having a good time. You know what I mean? But I just think that's how it is. Now, that's because of the way things are today, the way the kids are. Like, they don't understand what feminists mean, where it even comes from. They don't care. They just be like, yo, I could rock with them. And that's it.
Everything you said was feminist or feminine.
It was feminine. That's all right. That's okay.
Everything you said was feminine because hear what you said. Feelings, energy, all of the talking points was feminine.
Right. So he is on the other side.
Right. And that's I'm just talking about the talking points. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And you see, in order to feed into the ideology or the thinking, now you had to touch all their talking points. Energy, feeling, equality. You had to go down all
exactly. I know.
And you know what I'm saying? Alice in Wonderland and being on medicine and you know what I'm saying, empathy.
Yeah.
So some of the things I do agree ladies should have. We're not saying I love ladies. You know what I'm saying? I'm married, I have a wife, I have girls. So I understand. But to get up every day and say, I'm going to dedicate my life to making sure that the woman cause is front and center and their cause doesn't support yours, there's a mix-up going on there. I
said, I'm pretty
clear.
Huh?
I said my thought is not clear at this point, but I just think there's a mix-up going on there. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. Like I tell my young ladies, it's like, hey, you could do anything. You get up and you could grow and you could become anything. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not expecting you to be a guy in the sense of you don't have to do masculine stuff. You know what I'm saying? Be you, grow up, conquer the world in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this. I'm not going to say, oh, you can't do that. You can't do this. You can't. I'm not going to take away life from them. I want them to live. So now you speak life into them. But I'm not expecting them to grow up and be oil riggers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Where they out there.
Yo, they make a lot of money, bro.
Come on. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of money.
You know what I'm saying? So
you may not.
I'm sure there's. You know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting them to be in the top 100 dangerous jobs, which are all male industry. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you got to put it in perspective where it's like, hey, some of the stuff that they fighting for don't make no sense because after you come to a realization when they want to settle down and have a family.
And that's why I associated a feminist with a Karen because a lot of time you don't understand what they're fighting for, but they're fighting. You know what? I'm with her. I don't know what she's fighting for, but we could lock in. You know?
Question. I'm gonna pose this question. I'm gonna ask you guys these two questions based off a P question, right? It's about to get a little heated, right? So P said, hold on, I'm losing the thought. You said most feminine are, oh man, what did you say? All right, so let me preface it the question. Are most feminine, most Karen married?
Yeah, if I had to guess, I would say no, but I don't have the actual numbers and facts on that.
Okay,
so this
cool.
Is all alleged, chat. This is all alleged.
So you said no, Brandon. Are most Karens married?
I feel like they're not. Because it's never like, oh, I'm gonna call my husband. It's always, let me call the cops.
Okay, and this is why I wanted to go with it. That's why I had to think about this
Oh
question.
boy, just can't be in the house chilling, minding his business.
So now, right? So let's pick on the segment that are married.
Okay.
So for the ones that are married to a guy, is it that the guy don't have a backbone?
You know what? I think it's split between the guy don't have a backbone and he don't want to deal with the shit.
Facts.
You knew who you married. You knew she was going to be a problem. So it's just like, you know what? I'm going to just let her rock. I'm not getting into this. That's usually what it is. Polar opposites attract. And it's just like, no. She going to call the cops. I'm over here. I ain't in that.
Okay. And I agree with you. So you do have, and I agree with your 50-50. You got some that they have a backbone, but they check out.
Yes.
Yeah. They hit that breaking point.
Okay.
They definitely hit that breaking point. Now, I believe there's times when they do step in and do things, but there's certain times where they just let it fly. You know what I'm saying? So I won't say they don't have a backbone. I just think they pick their battles, because you know how marriage are. You got to pick when you're gonna.
Yep.
If she want to crash out to that Walmart, go ahead.
Because you remember we watched the video P when they were on the plane, and she was yapping away, and at the end of the video, her husband was sitting right next to her. He ain't say not a word. You thought he was a stranger. He's like, my husband's right here, and
dude,
it's like this was like 5-6 minutes into the video. It was like, so why didn't your husband handle it?
Dude took his Ambien before he got on the plane. He had his 3 shots of that thing in the little bottle over there, and he was laid back, relaxed, about to pass out. He heard a little quick, but he was already gone. He's already relaxed, got his feet up. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I don't know. I can't put a number on the Karens when it comes to married or not married. I just think a Karen is somebody that sometimes crash out. You know what I'm saying? They have a bad day and they crash out. You see them in their worst day. You know? So that could be anybody.
In closing for this one, you remember the Karen that accused Terrell Owen of what you call it? They head into court. So they probably bring charges. You remember the lady we put Terrell Owens, where he was going to his mailbox and the lady, she was like, "Oh, I'm a white woman and you're a black male and you're approaching me."
I didn't see this.
You guys ever seen that clip?
No.
This is about a year ago. I'll pull it up.
Wow. She did it to T.O.?
Yeah, to T.O.
So they weren't, obviously, if she's in that neighborhood, she's got to be, on that level to live in that neighborhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, he was saying Karen are real.
Going to court, though?
Yeah, he pressing charges.
Oh, he's pressing charges. Perfect. In my head, I'm like, I hope it wouldn't be something frivolous that she would be able to move forward with.
I don't think I've seen a Karen ever win.
Nah, I don't think so.
They don't ever win. Oh.
We're alive and we got the police and everything. We got the police and everything.
There's a car that's aggressively driving and almost hit me, and then got out of his car to threaten me. He's in a green Genesis.
How did I almost hit you and I'm going to the mailbox? Yeah, I'd call you a Karen when I came over here after you said I called the police. Absolutely. Then there is no stop sign. What are you talking about?
I wasn't, but I asked him to slow down, and he got out of his car and started harassing me. Black man approached touching a white woman.
First of all, you had your boy right here, your husband right here. So first of all, I don't do that type of stuff.
Then you put your car in park and you came after me.
Here she crying. There's Karen. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Swear to God, I've never been a part of nothing like this. I've seen it. I've seen it. You have your ID. I've seen. Yes. All right. We are live.
Muted.
Muted.
Yeah, so this happened about a year and a half ago.
So what is she going to court for? For false report?
Yeah, false report. Yeah, she said he was driving fast through the neighborhood, and you know, she even the video you hear it, she's like, "You're a black man approaching a white woman."
But he was walking to his mailbox.
Yeah, he was driving to the. You know how they have the community mailbox where you drive to the mailbox?
Okay.
Yeah. So he just started recording, but in that situation, she had a man next to him. I don't know if it was a boyfriend or a husband or whatever, but he ain't say not one word. He did kind of tell her go back to the house. They cut out the scene where there was an ex neighbor. She sound like she was black or a person of color. She's like, nah, I was right there in my garage watching the whole story. You know what I'm saying? It ain't happened like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, boy, as the cop showed up, they went to the script. You know what I'm saying? So started crying, and you know what I'm saying? She started putting on for the camera.
Gotta be careful out here.
But yeah.
Emmett Till dealt with. It's just never ending. Your word against mine for nothing. Nothing serious.
So, but yeah, that's what happened. So that case just came up. He was on, I like Chris Cuomo or whatever. It just made back the news because they're kind of going to court and he's pressing charges. So yeah, she probably might do some years if she, you know what I'm saying? I think whatever they said, you know what I'm saying? But it's one of them things. Do you think she should go to jail though?
Absolutely. There's not enough, I'm not even going to say women. There's not enough people who don't go to jail or have a real consequence for false reporting. You putting people's lives in danger, people's lives in jeopardy because you're saying this person did this and that, and it's not even true. You definitely deserve a consequence for it. And I feel like it'll, dissuade other people from doing stupid stuff like this. Like somebody got to take a stand. Somebody got to take the consequence to let people know, like, hey, this is a serious thing. False reporting is really serious, and people don't get in trouble for it.
I agree. Yeah, I think if they had a penalty on false reporting, a lot of the numbers should go down because it only affects the person that's being accused because you're being publicly slandered, you lose. If you got money, now you got to go to court, your job. Like now, people, you go into court and like, oh, he did this. The news run with the narrative, slander your name, you lose all your deals. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think it was the Duke lacrosse players and stuff like that. Like all these years, that chick came out after she ruined them kids' career.
Yeah.
These were like these white dudes or whatever. They lost their career. It's like, yo, I think it's like 6 of them. They were all pros.
I remember that.
Go off into lacrosse world. Black chick said that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my goodness. I don't care if what color they is. Boy, they all lost their scholarship. All their lives were ruined. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
but the crazy thing is, it's not like the people that took away them scholarships could be like, oh man, she lied. Let me at least do X, Y, and Z to make it right. It's done. Once it's done, it's done. And nobody cares.
Gone.
Wow.
Year's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody ever comes back and apologize either.
Yeah, nobody come back and apologize. Same thing with that baseball player. The baseball player with that young lady. Yo, we got so much of them, yo. There's a lot of them out there with like false accusations.
Mm-hmm.
Whole bunch of false accusations. And they live in life good. You know what I'm saying? So nothing don't happen to them. They move on.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They move on. Well, the question then becomes is how much men, and I don't want to make it a men and a woman thing, but not a lot of guys accuse ladies of stuff. A guy might lie and say he got something when he ain't got none, versus a lady saying something happened or really falsifying stuff to really damage a man credit. You know what I'm saying? Because a man say he got something, they ain't damaging nothing. You know what I'm saying? But a lady, it like even some of these things, lady could regret her actions. Like now, a lady could regret her actions and say, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that. It wasn't that. But any closing thoughts on this one before we roll over into the next one?
People got to understand there's consequences for all your actions. The things you say and do can ruin a life. And at the end of the day, if you're lying, you deserve the book being thrown at you. Simple and plain.
I agree.
Yep. I agree with that too.
Let me take this off the screen so the echo don't happen for the next video. All right, cool. Let's roll into the next one.
All right, go ahead.
So I gave my 2 weeks notice last week and I just got fired today. Going forward, what would you guys do in this situation? Like, when should I give a 2 weeks notice as opposed to when I shouldn't give a 2 weeks notice and just quit on my last day?
So this is a good question. 2 weeks notice, right? When should you give a 2 weeks notice and when to quit?
That's a good question. Now, if you put in your 2 weeks notice and you got fired, that means they were already tired of you.
Nah.
Now, no, let me finish. Depending on what type of job you're doing, because I remember at my company, there were some guys that I think 2 of them left. They went to another company. And depending on what information is shared, it could compromise the plant. So they all got fired. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what he does. He didn't really say what he does. But I just thinking about it, he could have been on shaky ground. They let him go. But he didn't say if he got a severance package or something. So he got fired. They just fired him and kicked him out, right? That's pretty much what happened, right?
Kinda. He didn't go into all that detail, but what I was going to say was this, right? I understand where you're going with it, but I think that's feeding into it, right? Because the real question is, right? When should you give a 2 weeks notice, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have to do anything with a 2 weeks notice. A 2 weeks notice is a formal notification letting you know that you'll be ending whatever contract you have with the company.
Right.
Now, in return, the company has no obligation to keep you on for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as I start finding you no longer valuable to me, I could let you go the same day. So if you notify me of 2 weeks notice, right, you got to be aware they can let you go right then and there. There's no obligation. There's none. So it's like this. Once you put in your 2 weeks notice, you're pretty much saying, hey, I'm leaving. So
checked out.
Exactly. So because I've done this before, I put in 2 weeks notice and they's like, all right, because it gives them time to find a replacement. But still at the end of the day, a company owes you nothing for 2 weeks. They owe you nothing. So you got to also know that once you put in your 2 weeks notice, you just know that could be your last. That as you hand that over and say, hey, I'm gonna be out in 2 weeks or whatever, just know that's your last day. So don't look at it like, oh, no, they ain't fire you because you already put in your 2 weeks notice. So your 2 weeks notice is serving them that you're leaving. So if they didn't fire him, they just let you know they don't need your service.
Are they gonna pay him?
No, it doesn't matter. You ain't complete the full week. Wherever you at, they could pay you.
So he got fired.
Hey, he could file for unemployment though.
But I mean, usually, well, at least he'll get a week off. But
No,
sometimes
that one's different. So you see, the thing is with unemployment, if they fire you, you get unemployment. Is it if you get fired or they let you go? Either one. But they have a strict rule. No, I think if they let you go, you qualify. Your qualification is higher. If you get fired, your qualification comes a little bit lower.
But
And
he already
even
got
if
a
you-
job.
Huh?
He already got a job though.
Yeah, but if I put in my 2 weeks and y'all fire me right then and there, I got to fill up them other days. I'm filing.
But how that don't work so fast?
Yeah, because he only gonna be out of work for 1 week.
Yeah, so it ain't gonna come in time to the coverage.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure he might be able to go to work the next week. You call up the job and says, "Hey, I'm free." They may let you come in and start working early, but he only got a few days off.
Yeah,
Taking that chance. That first check at the new job gonna come too slow.
So no. This is what you do. You call a new job and say I could start early.
Yeah.
Because jobs always give you a start date. You choose your start date. So you say, I'm gonna put in my 2 weeks notice. You call up the job and like, hey, I put in my 2 weeks notice and they told me they let me go. I'm available to start a week early. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying. It's
people be putting too much on it where it's like, nah, once you put in that 2 weeks notice, they could tell you, all right, don't come in tomorrow. I'm fine with that. Because you already know what you have planned. So it's like, I'm not looking back.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so yeah. And these are stuff the younger kids gotta learn, man. Is a next one. A caveat to this is while you never share what you're doing while you're at a job. You know what I'm saying? If you seeking for employment at a job, never tell them. Never tell people your business.
If you're going out looking for a new job.
Yeah, if you're looking for a job, yeah.
Yeah. You ain't telling them till you get it.
Yeah, you don't never tell them because they got people be like, "Oh yeah, I did the interview." Blah. I hate when people be talking loud. It's like, "Oh yeah, I went on an interview." Why would I tell you I went on an interview if I'm here? I need confirmation and start date before I could say if I don't like the job. Yeah, I'm going around. Nah, hell yeah. I start next week, knowing I got it's secure. But if it ain't secure, we're not talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying a word. They could do my 5-year plan review. Yeah. I'm telling them everything they need to hear. Yep, I do see myself growing. I could definitely see taking on more responsibilities and heading into that leadership role. I'm laying it on. You know what I'm saying? So you got to play the game. Once you're in that company, you got to play the game until you exit that wheel. Any closing on that one, Brandon?
No, man, I agree with you 100%. I just think, like you said, the job, they don't owe you, but you being formal, do you owe the job?
No,
you
you
got a
don't.
new job lined up. Do I have to give my 2 weeks? I've been here doing what I'm supposed to do.
So I think it comes into play where if it's a reference situation, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's and this is why reference to me doesn't work sometimes. If you're gonna call my job while I'm at my job, I don't want that because my job is gonna know now that I'm looking for a job. So those 3 reference and my current place of work don't make sense to me to provide. Because in the interest of me trying to better myself and looking for more employment notifies my employer that I'm looking for work. So it's a give and take but I could understand some jobs don't like to hire unless they know your qualification from your last job. So it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one.
Yeah.
Very tricky.
Because here's the thing, right? If he decided to quit once he got the new job and never gave a 2 week notice, what was it? What would that do to his reference?
Nothing, because he already got the job.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is down the road.
Nah, it still won't do anything.
No,
they wouldn't know. If I quit, you wouldn't know my reason for quitting. I could quit and tell you the reason for me quitting. I could give you a BS excuse that's still valid.
Yeah, I know.
I could be like, oh, my grandmother passed away and I don't think I'll be coming back because I'm moving or whatever my circumstances. I would tell you whatever circumstances that is valid to not fulfill my obligations that you kind of, you know what I'm saying? I used my jump before where I know how to say what I need to say to get out of a position and to make everything valid. Yo, man, life ain't hard. Life ain't hard.
No.
If I'm at a job where I don't feel that I'm progressing and that shit holding me back, I'm going in that office and telling them exactly. I'm like, nope, this doesn't work for me. I ain't going, you know what I'm saying? I've done that shit before, but you know what I'm saying? If something is not working for me and it's not helping me, I'm out. I'm telling you exactly what you need to hear. But you got to know the people. It ain't going to work with everybody. I did that before. I definitely walked up in the office before. I'm like, this ain't serving me. They signed all the papers and we separated. We went ways. I did that shit about 2 times. It's like, and I think that's what people try to do. I think you shouldn't be scared. Yep, you got to pay your bills. If you struggling, don't do it. But if you are positioned in your life where you know you can do better and you could earn more, definitely make your move. But hey, like they say, don't leave something for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Wait till you get it in your hand. So, but we're going to transition to the next one.
Okay, ladies, I know some of y'all not gonna like me when I say this, but I don't care. It needs to be said. I don't know why y'all are thinking y'all gonna find Prince Charming by dating men based off the shit that they can buy you and do for you. I don't know what part of the game that is or who told you you're gonna find a Prince Charming based off the shit that he can buy you. That's called a trick. You looking for a trick. And that's okay. Because tricks know that they're tricks. But they can spot a hoe from a mile away. So you can't pick and choose your poison. You can't want to be a wife trying to find a trick. Because he like hoes. And that's what you are if you're basing you liking a nigga or wanting to be with a nigga based off the shit that he can buy you. It don't work like that, sweetheart. I'm sorry to break it to you. If you start genuinely liking niggas for them, then maybe, just maybe, you could be a wife. If you had your own bag, that would be a major flex. Fucking a nigga that you like on your own terms. But in the meantime, in between times, you, my love, are a hoe.
Sound like she talking to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, is she in the passenger seat or the driver's seat?
Yeah, I think the cameras be flipped, so it'd be looking like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she talking to somebody.
So is this one true? Hold this one down. I'll be right back.
Huh?
No, I'll be right back.
What'd you think about that one, Brandon?
Unfortunately, I definitely think it's true. I mean, a relationship isn't just buying things, but if that's all it is, then absolutely that's a trick. And he gonna leave you as soon as he find the next chick that's gonna do more.
So when you see somebody like that, right, when they just dishing money out to a chick, you don't think they understand what's going on too? Like, do you think they believe this stuff just like they're just totally locked in? She loves me, she's into me, you know, when she's buying $5,000 bag, $10,000 bag, you know what I'm saying? Even if he might have the money, do they really believe that they're not getting played?
I mean, that sounds like a trick that don't know he a trick.
Mm.
You know? And then once she dipped, it's just like, but I bought her everything she wanted. When was you ever gonna realize that that's not enough? Nah.
Because it seemed like she was talking to somebody, either the guy or the girl, you know, because it seemed like she could be locked in with somebody, but he's paying mad money to some chick and just giving it out, you know what I mean, where ain't no substance there. But he's got to know. Right?
I mean, it seemed like whoever she talking about, dude balling, and as soon as he get what he want, he dipping. The chick don't know you. She about to get played, and it's just like she trying to put you on game because she definitely not talking to the trick. The trick know he a trick. The chick
No,
don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, because the way she kind of explained it is like the dude's actually giving her a lot of money. So
Mhm.
she's kind of like, yo, you realize that even if you're getting all this free stuff, they don't really care about each other, really, if you think about it. Neither
Yeah.
one, you know?
So I think she had a valid point because what to me what she was saying is guys know what ladies are looking for, so they're gonna pay for it. And I'm paraphrasing. I'm not saying it verbatim. They're gonna pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
But a lady is basing that to say how much a guy the guy loves her. Right? But on the flip side, if you went into that relationship with something and build a bond with the guy, you wouldn't have to worry about if the guy is tricking or, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to worry about you doing what you need to do to get the guy. You gonna get him off of a bond in a relationship because some ladies think, oh, he could buy me this. You also in return got to put out.
So you think she's going in a relationship only because of the expensive stuff?
Yeah, that's what you call transactional.
Right.
It's
So
transactional.
what I asked Brandon earlier was, don't you think the guy knows what he's doing?
Yeah, guys know. Guys
Right.
definitely know.
So if he knows and he's willfully dishing it out, she knows the game, he knows the game. Let's cut the middleman out and let's do this thing. Like, she's upset because she's on the outside looking in.
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
No, because some ladies don't know they're being played. Ladies know that
So,
they're
okay.
receiving. Some ladies know that they're receiving what they want, so they don't know they're getting played.
But who said she's getting played though? Just because he's buying her stuff, don't mean she's getting played. She just basically said that the woman base love on what he can give them.
Right, that's true.
But at the end of the day, though, that still works if he's into her and she's into him.
No, because
it works for them.
No, I get what you're trying to say, but it falls flat on his face. It falls flat on his face because it's transactional until the transactions run out. You get what I'm trying to say? Because the minute that guy go broke, they gone. So was it ever love or just transactional?
It doesn't.
It doesn't work. It's only working because he has money and it's a transit.
I believe it could be both. But
it can't. It can't.
Yeah, because you could love somebody and then fall out of love with them, depending on the situation. You ran out of money. I don't love you no more.
So, but is that love though? That's a transaction.
Lust.
They might be lust, but it still could be love. But here's the thing: they both know what it is going in.
Huh?
So they both know what it is going in. So when it
not necessarily
when it
yes. So yeah, I agree with you. They're both going into it on a false facade. You get what I'm trying to say?
Well,
one feels they're going to play one out of their position.
Mm-hmm.
If I got money, I'm not losing anything. You got to give up yourself. You got to open up yourself to me. If we're laying it down, right, and we laying it on the table, If my main goal is to sleep with you, I'm just putting out money. You got to lay on your back. You got to be available for me. You got to bring yourself and make sure that you're in my presence for to receive these things. Because if you're not getting any of the transaction. You're not able to get the transaction.
No.
So one person is always going to feel cheated, and it's normally going to be the person that's laying on their back. Because it's like this. I still got all my values in a sense. Because if you with a lady like that, your values can be too. You know what I'm saying?
My bank account is fat.
You know what I'm saying? So you that's the whole thing. That's why some people feel cheated.
Forget the value. My bank account looks sweet.
But we get back to the object, the point.
Mm-hmm.
Is it love? And it's not.
At this point, it could never be.
People is like this. Even in good lives, people think, yeah, I need money for my marriage to. Yup, like they say, most marriage fall apart because of money.
Mm-hmm.
But people, think about it. They got people in the hood that's broke as hell, and they busting it down, and they throwing it up for their loved ones, and they poor. You know what I'm saying? So where's the for the money? You know what I'm saying? It's not for money.
Well, we all know that's a special lifestyle right there.
It's not even a special lifestyle. I get you. Not
because
yes.
Her job is to be with somebody that she ain't working. She's just bringing in money. He knows she's just there because he got money. He knows that. So when it crashed, you know what I'm saying? You can't blame nobody because both of them agreed at some point. She like this, he like that.
But that ain't love.
Well,
that's transactional.
Look, there's arranged marriages. They don't love each other, but they
but they grow to love each other though.
Right.
Arranged marriage, so that's different. Let's call that different.
No, it's not. Because
different.
It's not different. Because
it's no money. It's arrangement of marriage. So they going into it knowing it's a marriage.
So if he never runs out of money, is there an issue ever
in an arranged marriage?
No, in the one we're talking about.
Oh, the trick.
Yeah.
Hey, as soon as you run out of money, you already know the relationship.
What if he does it? He's good on his
Bill Gates.
Huh?
He Bill Gates?
He could be.
A lot of money not to run out of, but at some point you got to be like, how much do I have to keep giving before this chick dips for somebody else?
And then
that ain't love.
Here's the thing too: they didn't get married, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at any point he gonna get rid of him.
Right, but that's what the other lady is saying. She gave the pro and the con, and what she's saying, hey, ladies, instead of sitting and waiting to see or laying on your back to see how much this guy could give you because he got money, how about you try to build a bond and a relationship with the guy so you could build something and grow, and you don't have to do half of that stuff and you still get all of that stuff. So look at how much ladies grow up poor, married a rich guy, and if the marriage dissolved, they walk away with all that money. They had to build a bond. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's basically what it's like, yeah. And it's not right. Let me flip on the other side. It's not right for guys to lead in with their money, because guess what? That's how ladies gonna come running. You know what I'm saying? If you show up with your money and I could do this, I could do. What you expect? They going. That's exactly what they gonna do. So the value and the earnest is about building with someone and basically growing something natural. And both parties could grow together versus me using money. Yeah, I seen money get a whole bunch of pretty chicks, but do it last. Do it last.
I don't think it would last.
You know what I'm saying? Some of them do, but you know what I'm saying?
If it's based on just money, it won't last.
Yeah, so is it love?
Of course it could be love.
All right, so let me give you this idea, right? So I was watching this Billionaire Club. I'm not going to tell the story, but someone all right, P, you just won the lottery. You just won $1 trillion, right? Before you win this $1 trillion, you had no ladies around you. Now you have $1 trillion, and you're the only man on planet with all that money, right? You the go-to man right now. You know what I'm saying? You're the go-to man. What you think gonna happen with a female?
Oh,
Everybody, the whole world just know P
they
just
gonna
won
come
$1
out the
trillion.
woodworks. Yeah, they're gonna come out the woodworks.
Is it love?
It's gonna be traps set up. No, it's not love.
See, and that's the point. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know that, but what I'm saying is, listen, I got all this money, and I want this bunny to come over and spend the weekend with me. I'm gonna love her this weekend. I'm gonna give her all this cash. She could have whatever she want, you know. So, and then listen, and she is probably telling him this to his face. I'm not going out unless I get $500, and you're gonna Uber me over there, and we ain't going to no Cheesecake Factory because I don't do the Cheesecake Factory. You know, these are conversations they have pre some of these people. So she, like I said, it's arranged. This whole thing to me was arranged. You know what I'm saying?
She was talking about tricks and you know what I'm saying, people getting played. So it can't
So
be
would
arranged.
this be like, say, somebody they flew out from Instagram or something?
Well, it could be because they already know what time it is.
That's even worse. She ain't got no leverage.
Yeah, so they can't even say that no more. You know what happened to Diddy? He was crossing state lines, so he gonna get hit up with those charges. So it's no longer flying people out. It's spending time with someone on a, you know, vacation.
Of course, that's better. But here's the thing, right? Even if the trick and whatever's going on, shouldn't she learn about him just about being around him? Like, I think that will naturally happen, right? Or is she just there on demon time? You know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna say, so P, you made me think about something my mom told me. Let me share something my mom told me. She said, you can have all the money in the world. If a woman ain't into you, she ain't into you. So even though some ladies get with these guys and they got money, it might be cool up front at first, but if they ain't into you, you and we know ladies do play guy. I could be with this one dude, he could do whatever he wants to me, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Tyrone in the ghetto is laying it down.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
So, and this is what I'm saying. So why not build with Tyrone? And you know what I'm saying?
Well,
and Tyrone don't got 2 pennies to rub together. You know what I'm saying? She probably feeding Tyrone off of his money.
Well, there are people out there that don't want to build; they just want to get to the finish line.
So that's not love. Love needs to be built. It can't be bought. Yeah, you could buy intimacy, but you can't buy love. And this is what a lot of billionaires are saying. Once they get millions, there is no longer they don't know who's for them, because even a lady that comes through, they don't know if people love them or their friends. They don't know because the money dilutes all of that.
I tell you right now, if you buy me a Bugatti, I'ma love you, brother. I want a yellow one. A yellow Bugatti. Yeah.
You know you can't start a Bugatti. You can't start a Bugatti and turn it off.
What do you mean?
So I think I was looking at one of these cars, like those expensive cars. They're meant for racing. So once you turn off the engine, they're meant to go. I think it was a Bugatti. But yeah, those racing cars, or them just seize up because it's not meant to idle. They're meant to go. They're meant to race. So I remember the guy was explaining that it's like, no, we can't start the car. So they had to roll that junk. It's like, no, if you start the car, you got to drive it. You got to literally drive it. If not, he said it's going to probably seize up or something. Something going to seize up, or you're going to burn gas or whatever it is. I'm like, damn, why would you want a car so expensive? You know what I'm saying?
If I got a Bugatti,
there's no point.
Exactly. It kind of defeats the point. You know what I'm saying?
You still want a Bugatti, Pete?
Listen, if I could get a Bugatti, right, I don't think gas will be an issue. You know what I'm saying? If I could afford a
But you
Bugatti,
got it gifted. You don't got the funds to maintain the Bugatti.
man, I may have to sell that bad boy. Huh?
Exactly, and that's why rich people don't buy regular folks expensive cars, because they got to maintain it. Because now when you buy the car, you got to have the insurance. You got to make sure they could maintain the car. They pay for the tires.
I'm gonna put that junk on your insurance. I know my boss. I think he got a Maserati.
The Maserati ain't bad. Maserati ain't bad. Maserati.
I don't know what they have now, but that was a couple years back.
Yeah, Maseratis go for like 50 to 70. They got high end ones too. But those are mid cars though. I don't want to say mid car. They're high end cars, but they're the
I'm
mid
sure
range.
they got high end cars now because
Yeah.
they own the team.
Yeah.
I think he has 2 movie productions studios too in New York.
Yeah.
But yeah, is
So,
that's the end of it?
yeah, we could call it. We could land it there. Any closing thoughts, guys?
Hey man, like Bob Marley said, money can't buy life. It definitely can't buy love.
Nah, I can't buy love. Any closing piece?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I truly believe there's somebody for everybody out there. Find your people, the people that rock with you, understand you. Even in a bunch of these clips, we dealing with a different generation. And Brandon, I was saying this into earlier. You look at a lot of our kids, and the kids coming up. It seemed like the uncles didn't help pass down some of the information to these kids. I think we think and assume that they know it, and a lot of people just ain't showing them stuff like simple ways of communicating with people. A lot of them don't even know how to like do the basics. And as parents, y'all need to teach our kids how to communicate. Y'all shouldn't be let your kids leave the house not knowing how to do the basic things. But yeah, man, I'm gonna leave it there, man.
Okay, cool.
Big up to the chat. Everybody in the chat. We had Gavin out there. Gavin, I think, went to bed. Is that Cody Minister that came in? We had Tyver 23. That's
Tyver 23, Gavin.
Yeah, big up to everybody, man.
Danielle. Yeah, but well, I'm gonna land this one like this. Love can't be bought. You can buy love or intimacy, but it can't be bought. Once that money run out or you can't meet them goals, boy, you done with. That's gonna be a headache. You know what I'm saying? Trying to maintain a high level lady, or ladies that know you got money and they just spending money because they know you got it. Boy, you can't balance a checkbook. You know what I'm saying? But if you like to join the panel, you can catch us on Monday. Why I keep saying I think we need a Monday show. That's the second week I said that. Tuesdays and Thursdays, right? Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, right? The link is up there in the bio where you can get with us, where you could join the panel, or you can scan the QR code. The QR code should bring you to the link tree where you can find us on all socials. So once again, Tuesdays and Thursdays, this is the Late Night Lime Show. I think they want us to have a different show though.
Well, I'm still haven't figured out what day I wanted to try to do a panel show. Monday will be a good day. I've been thinking about different days, to sneak in.
Yeah.
So I did do the transporter room last week, so I don't know what's going to be going on with that. But yeah, I mean, Monday is open,
Yeah, Monday is definitely open. What you call it? How was the show? How was that show?
Which one?
Transporter.
It was all right. I mean, they had a kid, one of the guys on the channel, Porter, his son had just put out an album.
Okay.
So we want to do a music review on it. It's pretty good, pretty decent album.
Okay.
Yeah, being a kid's young, he's like 21, 22.
Okay.
Yeah, and he does a whole production. He produces as well as rap. But
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I just want to give you a little time to shout out the transporter room. Shout out to Scotty.
Yeah, Scotty Beeman over there at the transporter room.
Yeah, definitely. So, but yeah, that's it. So Tuesday, we gotta see if we get more people on the panel. I'm working on that. We're out. Peace.